You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
Yo, by the way, Kick Dick back here, and welcome to afternoon lunchtime with Philly 500. What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're hanging in there. We are here before the main event of the Battle Royale, I guess, on Jacob Media. So, I'm here hanging out. What is going on, everybody? Eagles 1278, what's going on? How are you? Mean Metal Mike, Donnie, Stoner Money Man, what's going on? Michael Triple H, Westy Rock the Artist, time for action. What's going on? Mayday, what's happening? Chris Colbert, Daniel Ruiz, Madden King, Nick, Goon Boy, what's going on? Marianne, what's going on? How are you? Philly MM, what's going on? Madden King, Brian, Ty Child of the Most High, Bird Gang, Truth Speaks, Jeremy, Bird Gang, thank you guys all for being here. Anybody I missed, I apologize. So a few things really before, I guess I'll give it up to you guys. But first thing, did you guys see this? Earning an opportunity, Luke Akers has accepted rookie minicamp invites to the Bears and the Eagles. That's right, David Akers' son. Could we get an actual kicking competition? There's a big difference between rookie minicamp, attending it as an invitee, and being on the roster even in training camp. So we don't know, but I thought that was interesting nonetheless. Second thing, did you guys see this Jonathan Greenard contract? Right? This is spectacular because in my video yesterday, we talked about Nolan Smith and we talked about being an odd man out or something to that effect. Well, if Nolan Smith goes out and has a monster year, it looks like the Eagles will be able to get out of this Greenard contract if they wanted to sign Nolan Smith to an extension, which is great. Zach Berman wrote, Jonathan Greenard's new contract registers as a 2-year contract extension with $60 million in new money and $50 million in guarantees. It's a 4-year deal with the 4 additional void years, and the Eagles could get out of the deal without major dead money hits and with some cap savings before the 3rd and 4th year. So essentially it's a 2-year deal, which lines up perfectly with Nolan Smith, and if Nolan Smith can earn a contract extension because they picked up his option year. So Nolan Smith's essentially here for 2 more years. It's 4 years, $98 million base, $50 million guaranteed, 500,000 escalators, 4 void years, 2 years at $50 million. But look at the cap hit, right? 2026, $6.2 million. Nothing. Eagles could eat that in their sleep. 2027, $11.1 million. 2028, $15.7. 2029, $20 million. And 2030, $44, which is a void year. That'll never happen. So I absolutely love what the Eagles did with that contract. And we talked about Nolan Smith. If Nolan Smith goes out and has a big year and shows that he's worth an extension, they could choose him because I don't think you're going to have Jalen Hunt, Greenard, and Nolan Smith all in big contract extensions. I think you'll have an odd man out. So it's something to think about. You know, Howie is a genius, man. He really is. Nick, thank you for the super chat. We easily can afford a Crosby big safety. We can. And I don't know what to take of this. I'm going to put this out there anyways. But speaking of safety, and thank you for the first super chat of the day, Nick. But you guys probably seen this, right? Eagles, Saints safety Justin Reed is a name to watch for with the Eagles' next move. Philly was reportedly interested in him last offseason after only drafting one safety in the 7th round. They still need a proven starter. So could Justin Reed possibly be an option for the Eagles? I think, obviously you need a guy like that. It's something to keep in mind, but connecting it to the Jonathan Greenard contract, obviously with Grenard's cap hit, the Eagles still, I think they're around $28 million to play with. So Howie is far from done yet. Far from done. No question about it. Delpit is another, he's another guy you hear mentioned too, as well, Tyree. That is so absolutely true. So, I think overall with the draft, a week out from the draft or past the draft, I think the Eagles got better in the draft. They got some needed depth where they needed, like tight end. But I also think they're set up to get that safety. I still think you need to get another safety, no question. And I like what they've done on their offensive line. So pretty much really excited about it. And I did read something, and I don't know how much truth there is to this, but apparently Kansas City Chiefs are now possibly in on A.J.Brown. Wouldn't that be nice if that's actually true and the Patriots have to have a bidding war to actually get him? So things are going the Eagles' way. I think Howie absolutely killed it. Billy Bob says, Dan Staley said Hurts is not capable of throwing up the middle and that we're going to only win 7 games and the Cowboys are going to go up to the Super Bowl. Yikes. He says that. Last year he said the Washington Commanders were going to win the division. He thinks he's right all the time, but he's not. He's not going to be right about that either. We get a safety and we set, trust me. I agree. Caleb Downs, good player, good pick by the Cowboys. I thought the Cowboys' first pick was pretty good. The second first round pick, You see the rugby player at Eagles signed Philly? Yeah, I saw him. He could be good. It's going to be interesting. This is Jalen's last chance with the Eagles. If he shit the bed this upcoming season, the Eagles are going to move on from him in the draft, pick a quarterback. I don't know. I don't really think Jalen's on the rocks the way some people do. But we'll see. I would love Justin Reed to come. Oh, me too. That would be great. That's what they need. They need a starting safety, And they could have afforded Reed Blankenship. That's the crazy thing. They could have easily signed him back, but they didn't. The Dow Princess of YouTube is here. What is going on? How are you? 2 weeks into the 26-27 Eagles schedule comes out. Who do you think we play first week? Washington. We always seem to play Washington first week. I'll go with Washington. This offense should be nice with AJ. Well, if AJ stayed, yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen anymore. So are they going to make the super hero an edge rusher? I don't know. I don't know. I would assume so. That's where it looks like they're pointing, right? Because Bernard, they list him as defensive end, but he's never played. He's never even put on a helmet. How do you know what position to even put him? I don't think he doesn't look like an offensive lineman to me. He looks like an edge rusher. Yeah. That's what it looks like to me. And as excited we are about him, we have no idea whether he will even make this team or not. But I think getting a guy that athletic in the 7th round, I think it's worth a shot. Mark is mad because they are grading the Eagles better than the Cowboys. I don't even remember what the Cowboys did in the mid-rounds. Damn, I need to take a look at the Cowboys draft. Because I don't even remember what they did. I didn't think their second pick in the first round, I don't know. That didn't look so great. Let's see. I thought Caleb Downs was really good, though. It sounds like we're going to get a 2028 first round pick. I still would prefer 2027, but I could absolutely live with it. So they got Caleb down 11, Malachi Lawrence, edge, UCF. Deshaun Barham, outside linebacker. Drew Shelton, offensive tackle. Devin Moore, nothing here. Nothing there exciting. Johnny Blaze, what's going on, man? How are you? My man, Johnny, what are you ranked in Madden right now? What are you ranked? And thank you for the super chat. Still would rather have a quarterback that throws for 4K and put out first round playoffs over a quarterback that throws 2,900 yards and wins the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's weird to me that we've come to the conclusion that just because a guy can put up big stats that he could automatically win a Super Bowl at any point in time. That being clutch doesn't matter. Playing in big games doesn't matter. This is like, it's just swept under the rug. Hey, Warrior Rage, what's going on, man? How are you doing? And make sure you guys, if you haven't hit that like, make sure you guys subscribe. Appreciate everybody being here. Loving life in Alaska. How's it in Alaska? Is it cold right now? Is it like sunny every day? I don't know if I can deal with that, where it never gets dark. I barely sleep as it is when it's dark, or when it's dark all year round. I don't know if I could deal with that. If there's any way to get a first next year for AJ, that's a steal, because the wide receiver draft next year is loaded. Like once in 50 years talent. Smith is obviously one, but Wingo, Coleman, Williams, Marsh. Yeah, and that was my point with the whole, Jeremiah Smith. Like, load up on first round picks. If you're in a position where you can trade for him, trade up for him, do it. If not, you still got multiple first round picks in a extremely talented draft. So I agree, and I gotta tell you, I don't think Lemon takes you out of drafting Jeremiah Smith. And the reason I said that is because imagine, let's just say for argument's sake, Lemon comes in, he's a really good slot receiver, but you're picking the best player on the board is Jeremiah Smith. Somehow you get there. Maybe New England's horrible, okay? And you have a chance to draft him. You draft him because you're then paying two guys for the next 3 to 4 years rookie money. They're both on rookie contracts, and it's not going to cost you anything for 3-4 years. You've got to do it. So yeah, you are definitely still have a chance at that. Could receive a safety as part of the A.J. package. Yeah, totally. I have no idea what the Eagles are thinking with the A.J. package. I mean, some people think that we're taking New England's first round pick, that they basically drafted him for us. And did you hear about Vrabel? Like there's a chance he might resign. Did you guys hear that? Like New England was anticipating it. It could possibly still happen. If he resigns, does that blow the whole AJ thing out the water? If you're A.J.Brown, why would you want to go to New England at that point? There are half a dozen wide receivers more talented than AJ in this draft. I like it, man. Check the tight end from Ole Miss for I didn't watch his 40-yard dash, but I did watch highlights of him. Dude, that could be a total steal. And the linebacker that we got out of Alabama. Hurts throws the pass over the middle of the field. A pick six, downs burn the Eagles. Big meltdowns are coming from. Man, you're a dreamer. You are a dreamer. Reed would be great. I think Bates or Ramsey. I don't know if I could see Ramsey. Bates, possibly. We've heard things with Bates, But we got 360 people in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Obviously, I'm on here till I go on Big Sill Show. I'll probably just keep this thing running while I go on. So you're welcome to hang in here, or you could go over there to hear the whole thing. But we're just going to keep it up and running. Tonight, we got a big game with the Flyers, so that's my plan for this afternoon. We should trade for Sidney Brown. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, dude. Come on. Jerry Potter, David Super Chat. Cowboys will not make the playoffs this season. They're going to get their ass kicked. They're going to get their ass kicked. We all need to relax when it comes to the international players. We have no idea what to expect, but it's 100% worth trying based off this. Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't help but be excited, because I don't know. It's just like the unknown of it in the 7th round. It's fun. It's fun to think, if this guy has all the tools and you can just teach him to play the game, why not? I mean, look what Jordan Mailata did. And I think that Jordan Mailata's success, I think it makes us think that we could do it again, which I don't know. But I will say this. Actually, I'll ask you guys this question. I kind of think that the Bernard signing or the draft pick, that they're essentially looking at Clint Hurt to develop him. So it makes me feel like they have long-term plans with Clint Hurt to be with the Eagles. I think when Vic Fangio retires, I think Clint Hurt is going to end up being the defensive coordinator. I think he's a guy waiting in the wings. And I'm totally okay with that. Stoner celebrates 18 months of membership, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. What will the record be, the Eagles this year? It'll be between 12 and 14 wins. I'm not changing what they normally do. Giants had a really good draft. They did. I think the Giants. I mean, look, the Giants have a competent coach, and you could tell in the draft. My only question, and I guess they're going best player available, but man, do they got a lot of pass rushers, And then they said that they reportedly were trying to get a 2nd-round pick for Thibodeau. I would not pay a 2nd-round pick for him. But I'll tell you what, the Eagles got better in this draft. Only the haters are saying that they didn't have a good draft. I think every pick has been a good pick. Eagles Drew, my man. What's up, Eagles Drew? Eagles Drew's the man, by the way. Dallas is very thin. They have no depth, and I don't think they can stop the run. Yeah, I agree. I don't think they can stop the run. And even with the edge rusher that they drafted, like, what can you really expect from year one? They still haven't replaced Parsons. I don't think Dallas is as good as everybody thinks they are. I don't. Sills Rage Bait. What else is new? I know. I'm sure when I go on, we're going to be talking about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts can't do this. Jalen Hurts can't do that. Let me make out with Mark Holmes. Mark, put on some lipstick and let's make out. That's going to be Silio's philosophy. And then they're gonna kiss the Cowboys' ass and trash the Eagles. Even if we get 2028, we can use the 2028 to trade up to 2027, theoretically. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you get to the draft and you get teams wanting to trade, move back, all sorts of things, that 2028 first-round pick can be used in 2027. So I'm okay. Like, I can live with the 2028 first. I just can't live without a first. If we come away with no first-round pick, I'm going to be pissed. I just don't think that's going to happen. I would not hold your breath. More than like 60% of them don't even make the NFL team. And out of the NFL a few years, like 20% of them will become solid football players. And like I get it. I get it. I get it. But it's still fun. It's still fun when you're streaming for 7 hours and you're in the 7th round and you get somebody that actually has the physical ability on that level as a 7th rounder. It's fun. And I think the Jordan Mailata thing makes us Eagle fans probably assume that we could do it again. I mean, we're going to find out, how much desire does this kid have to be good? How much does he fall in love with the game? All those things matter. But I can tell you this. If he goes out his first preseason game and a second preseason game and everybody sees the kid looking lost, you can't just write him off or say he's going to be a bust. You got to give him, I believe, 3 full years. 3 full years to figure out what he is. Passports, why 28 first? The reason why they're saying a 2028 first is nobody wants to give up the 2027 first round picks because this draft is supposed to be coming up next year. Especially early in the draft, like the first round, it's supposed to be so top heavy that nobody wants to give up picks. That's why you saw like people weren't trading back nearly as much as we thought. Especially around the 20s. Like, I thought for sure you'd see teams trade back into the first round, but nobody wants to give up that first round pick in 2027. It's just, it's supposed to be a great draft. So people are more willing to give the 2028 first. I think you take it because if you have to, because like A Warrior Rage said, you still could use that as ammo to get back up or move up in the first round. Big General, what's going on? I thought the Cowboys' second pick in the first round was a bit of a reach. I had Lawrence go mid. I thought so too. I thought so too. I thought that was a real reach, and I thought the Downs pick was a great pick, and I think Downs will be a great player. Unfortunately, they're going to have no pass rush. They might get a little push up the middle, but the Eagles will tear them up. Bird Gang, my man. What's up, Bird Gang? Where you been, man? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Jalen about to have his first 4,000 yards pass this season. Book it. I wouldn't bet against Jalen Hurts this year. I wouldn't, because I love when Jalen Hurts hears all this garbage all year, And I saw Howie was talking. I haven't had a chance to listen to what Howie said, what was on 97, or I forget where he was on, but I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I think he was sticking up for Jalen is what I heard. And he should. Most 7th-round picks have a hard time making agreed. But at the same time, most 7th-round picks, just for argument's sake, don't come in with the physical skill set that this kid has. Waiting on that Eagles draft video? What Eagles draft video? What are you talking about? What Eagle draft video are you speaking of? I mean, I only did about 15 of them. Loving life in Alaska. What would Nolan Smith fetch in a trade? I don't think he's worth a massive extension, kind of like Dina Reed. Well, the great thing was, and I don't know if you got here early or not, but I'll pull this up again. Not that one. But I'll pull this. Not that one either. Man. Here's his contract. I mean, he's got a $6.2 million cap hit, $11.1 million 2027, 15.7. The Eagles could get out of this contract in 2 years. The fact that they could get out of the contract in 2 years when Nolan Smith has 2 years left means that Nolan, he's got a chance to prove himself and earn an extension. He goes out, he does what Jordan Davis did last year. He can still earn it, and they can choose to go with him and Hunt. And if not, you still have Greenard. So I think it's interesting though, because I do agree with you. Like at this point, he hasn't earned it, and I just don't know, if he will or not. If Lemon pans out, it'd be a waste of a draft in the wide receiver with that pick. We would have a solid wide receiver too. If he pans out, fill a need with the draft not pick. I always got to go talent. I got to go talent. If I had a chance to take one of the most talented guys in the draft as a receiver, I do it. See, because the way I see it is the combined salary of Lemon and let's say a Jeremiah Smith, for argument's sake, would be cheaper than what they pay A.J.Brown right now. It would be cheap. So for 3-4 years, you would have 3 receivers that are just studs. And I don't know, man. To me, that's like, sometimes you gotta like make your strength even stronger. I get it with trying to be balanced, but I'm not saying I would definitely do it, but I wouldn't let it deter me. I probably wouldn't use like 3 ones to go up or 2 ones. Like I wouldn't move up a lot. But if it was like in striking distance or he fell in our lap somehow, like New England trades a pick, they have a horrible year and somehow it happened that way, something like that. But I mean, I get your point. Lucius the Show, thank you for Super Chat. Only reason Philly didn't re-sign Reed and N'Kobe is because we were convinced that that would be able to re-sign Phillips so they could kept Carter Jr. for safety. Yeah, they must like Michael Carter Jr. And thank you for Super Chat because they made every effort to sign him. Dame, thank you for the super chat. With the explosive traits, I would like to see UR Bernard off the edge. Yeah, I mean, I think that's where he's got to go too. But, we'll see. Am I going to stream? No, I'm not. Every time I stream the Flyers game, it's like nobody watches. It's like I'm talking to myself. And, and to me, I just want to sit back and enjoy it, If they get further and people really, really want me to, I will do it. But I just think, I don't think people want me to stream it. Bird Gang, thank you for the super chat. I'm always here, Philly. Even if I don't comment, I don't miss any of your content, bro. I appreciate all the time and hours you put in. You the man, Bird Gang. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that, man. It's good. It's good to see you, man. And speaking real quick, of tonight. Yeah, I think it's going to be really kind of interesting with the Flyers. Matter of fact, that's why I got a plan. I always have a plan when it comes to Prize Picks. And shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports app. Best place to win cash while watching sports. The app is easy to use. Just pick more or less on a few players, stats, lock in your lineup, and boom. Prize Picks is also legal in almost every state, including California, Florida, and Texas, and especially for me here where I'm at. But what I'm doing tonight, because we were talking about the Flyers, I'm going to continue to play with the Flyers. I got Connor McDavid today, right? He's got to get 1.5 points. I figure I got him 1.5 points. Then I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Tippett. I feel like this is a Tippett game. Tippett's going to have, I think he's got 2 goals tonight, but I got Tippett. So I'm taking McDavid and Tippett tonight. We're playing hockey. I'm having fun with hockey, even though I haven't had great luck yet. We're going to put some money on that, and we hope this thing hits, man. I hope it hits. And you can get in the action, too, if you just download the app in the description, use promo code HMA, play your first $5 entry, and you'll instantly get $50 in lineups. The link is in the description. $5 entry for $50. Just use promo code HMA, and shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. And hopefully the Flyers will actually win tonight and help us out. So shout out to Prize Picks, and thank you to them for sponsoring tonight's video. Oh, where is it? Where is my There we go. So we'll see what happens with the hockey tonight. Should be interesting. But back to the Eagles. I like where they're at. I really do. At this point, I think Howie's obsessed with small edge rushers because for some reason he drafted Sweat. Everyone else is 6'2". Well, the thing is they like those guys that can cover also. You're not going to get a big 285-pound edge rusher most of the time that can cover and do all the things Fangio wants to do. I think it's a little different with like a 3-4 base, But that's just my opinion. I think this Bernard guy, if he could develop, he would be a 300-pound edge rusher. Reggie White was 300 pounds or close to it. DeCosta says, "Hey Philly, Dan Sileo is going to start soon with Mark Holmes. Go Birds and fly Eagles. Good luck, all Super Bowl 52-59 champions. Good luck. See you soon." All right, DeCosta, man. Shout out to you. Jihad is better linebacker than Nakobe, and I love Nakobe, but Jihad is. Well, I think he's got a higher ceiling, right? He's got to go out and prove it and show it. But I think he's got a higher ceiling. Spill the milk. Grant Delpit from the Browns. I don't mind that. I think that could be an interesting name as well. Howie's got, I think we got like $28 million. You got money to make a move at the safety position. The Eagles might not want to, and I think we got to keep in mind, and I think it was Lucius the show, I forget who said it earlier, but Michael Carter, I think they have big plans for him this year at safety. They let Reed go. They redid his contract, and I think they're going to move him there. So it's going to be interesting. And then you always have DeJean that can play and will play safety in base. Leon, 500 still said he's going to roast our draft when you come on. Please stand up for Dingbat Nation. Well, I mean, it's just like every week it's the same thing they say. How, can we talk about something else about, instead of like Jalen Hurts? Justin Simmons retired. Damn, we finally put that to bed, right? The Kenya rugby player is an edge rusher, and his metrics are insane. He may be the one. He might be. I mean, those guys it's gonna take them a while. Like, they've got to develop. You got to give them 3 years. How long did it take to get Mulata to play, like, consistently? It had to be like 3 years, right? Remember, you get a roster exemption for one of those international guys. So it's not like it's gonna hurt the 53. Boston Scott calling out Nick play calling. Oh, yeah, that was something else I was going to address. I didn't get the clip for it, but the whole Stoutland talking about, basically, yeah, you didn't execute, but you don't call the right plays either. I mean, that's an indictment on Patullo. And to me, an indictment on Patullo is also an indictment on Nick, because they're the two guys that are basically coming up with the offense. They're the guys that went behind Stoutland's back. Troy, what's going on, man? He goes, what'd you miss? Not much. We went over Jonathan Greenard's contract, which I'll pop up here really quick for you, where he's got $6.2 million cap hit in 26, 27, 11.1 million, 28, 15.7. They can get out of it in 2 years. So we talked a little bit about that. We talked a little bit about reports that the Eagles could be interested in Justin Reed. I don't know how true that is, but obviously if they have a chance, we should definitely take them on it. 2 years with Jordan. All right, so yeah, 2 years. I think 3 years is fair. So they're talking about 3 people. Hurts, Sirianni, Howie. I know. It's crazy. In 2 years, he played his third. Oh, let's give this kid that much time, I just am like anticipating the first time he goes out. You guys remember the first time Mulata put on a helmet and pads and played? He actually did really good, and people were going nuts. I just think if this kid doesn't have a great first preseason, people will be ready to give up on him. 500, we have a quarterback that has worked with so many coordinators in different schemes. He has given the Eagles another Super Bowl ring. He has been the reason those offensive coordinators got new head coaching jobs. I agree, 1,000%. I'm with you. Justin Reed's not getting traded. I saw his comments when I responded to that clown. Okay, thank you, G-Dog. I mean, he might not. Let's see. Roddy says, hit that like, yes. Bring back Kevon Wallace. No. He stunk. I have to say this about Kevon Wallace, though. I thought he was going to be good. Like, I thought he was going to be a stud. So, it happens. Let me see here. Okay, we got a little time. Bergen said, if the fans can call out your plays, you're doing the defensive coordinator job for him. Shaking my head. I don't want Nick nowhere near the call sheet this year. Just manage the team. I feel the same way, and that's always my argument with the whole Jalen Hurts thing. It's like if the defenses know what any quarterback, I don't care who the quarterback is going to do, it's very hard, to do everything right. So we'll see. Nate Gary should bring a veteran presence at safety. Oh God, you're just trying to piss me off. Vic and Nolan Smith, and the guy was 6'4", 250. There was a lot of production from. Oh yeah, I mean, but he was an athletic, freak if I remember correctly. He was like, his issues had nothing to do with like physical. Physically, he was a special player, right? It was like off the field stuff with him. Leon Banks says, we need everyone in the chat to hop on Jacob Me for the Battle Royale? Yeah, definitely. I'm getting hype, and hype us sees everything. Oh, me too. Wait until we got. I think Howie's got one more thing, one more move up his sleeve at least. So he does a 4-hour show Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 to try about Jalen Hurts. I know. Reed is a good fit. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I think he works at Macy's or something. Like in the mall selling shoes. He's got a manager, his shoe manager's name's Al Bundy. I think that's where he is. Let Mark have it today. Philly, do you proud, tired, talking about you crying. Dude, I forget all about that. I figured out why he started that though. I looked at a video I did on him a couple of years ago where he actually was crying. And I was like, oh, this is revenge. I gotcha. 500 Stills only has 350 people. We could totally take over the show. Yeah, go on over there. Everybody head over there as soon as you guys can. No question about it. I'll keep this up and running. Or, I mean, yeah, I'll keep this up and running, but everybody can go on over there to hear the whole thing. Definitely. That way we could talk a little bit when I'm done, if I have time, depending on how quick we are. Nick needs to sit back and let the offensive coordinator do his job. Yeah, I agree. I think Nick is a problem for the offensive coordinators, and I think the reason he wanted Patullo was because him and Patullo were basically the same guy in terms of what they wanted out of the offense. Is it Wiru? How do you pronounce his name? The edge rusher could be a really good player. The kid's athletic freak. Yeah, I mean, both guys we got are really, they could be. I'd be real, when I look back at it, looked like you was crying, but no, I wasn't crying. I wasn't crying. Nick is a dumbass. Anybody with a real bull knowledge know this. Absolutely. I have no time for the business. Well, I'll leave it up. I just won't be able to comment. It'll be hard, but I'll leave it up for those that want me to. No question about it. Nick needs to go, in my opinion. The fact they can't call plays is hurting Hurts. The inconvenience of changing offensive coordinators is hurting. Well, I mean, but there are coaches that don't call like plays and stuff like that. You know, I think the fact that he doesn't do it good, but he wants these coaches to call plays that fit what like his little prevent offense style instead of just letting them do their thing. I also think the other problem is I don't think they listened to their players last year. I really don't. I don't think they listened to Jalen. I don't think they listened to A.J. Brown. The one issue I have with the whole middle of the field thing all the time is how come we always hear Hurts talk about throwing to the middle of the field more? We should do that more. He wants to. He wants to go under center. He wants to run play action. He has said those things before, and then people say, well, he doesn't want to do it. If Marcus was crying like hard, that was real crying. Yeah, me, I wasn't crying. It was like fooling around. Hold it down for Hurtsville. He's top 5 quarterback. I will, man. We over be reviewing Battle Royale. Remind Mark Pickens is. Oh yeah, good idea. I forgot all about the Pickens situation. That's an interesting situation, isn't it? They sit there and they laugh about A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown this, A.J. Brown that, and then look at Pickens. Maybe they'll trade Pickens to New England. What if Vrabel leaves and resigns? I heard that. I don't know if they have a coach lined up or not. Super Toy said, "Yo, Philly, what's up? I just decided to look up Nate Gary since someone brought him up. He's doing good. He's doing dog food called Raleigh, all natural dog food. Damn." I hope he makes $1 million on it. I hope he catches those dogs better than caught them running backs. Jose said 500, throw that G Pickens drama right back at Mark Holmes' face when he talks about Jalen or AJ or anyone else in the Eagles. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna be good today. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let them tack me first, and then I'm gonna counter. Mike Tomlin. Yeah, Mike Tomlin. That's who it is. Yeah, so New England's got him waiting in the wings. Do you think that if Vrabel retires, the A.J. Brown deal's dead? If you're A.J. Brown, would you even want to go there? I saw you crying like a baby. Yeah, that wasn't crying, my friend. That wasn't crying. You need either glasses or not be so gullible. Philly, no matter what, you'll always be a hero to me. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. Oh, who do you see the Eagles trade went? I still think Tanner McKee's going to go. I think he's going to get traded. And then if he doesn't get traded, I think outside chance with Nolan Smith. I think there's an outside chance. Maybe if somebody else starts looking like they could play, you got Greenard, Jalen Hunt. I think it's going to continue to develop. So we'll see. Tom, yeah, he got hired by one of those, but they could leave that. Sometimes they got outs to coach again if something comes up. A.J. Brown would certainly play for. Well, yeah, I didn't mean he wouldn't want to play for Tomlin. What I meant was just the chaos of all that has happened there with New England. I mean, dude, if I could choose one of the top coaches I would want to play for, would be Mike Tomlin. I love that guy. Imagine that New England drops the coach that took him to the Super Bowl in his first year and then enters the guy who got him removed. Ain't that interesting? Tanner is the future. We'll see. I don't know how that's going to work out. What's up, 500? W draft. I think we good value. Yeah, I think so too. All right, we got to go on over there now. So if you guys want to stay, you're welcome. But otherwise, you're welcome. I'll be on Jacob Media. So you guys can come on over there, and then we'll see what they got to say today. We'll see what Hurts did wrong this week. What happened this week that didn't happen last week when it comes to Jalen. All right. Let's open this mother humper up. And I want to thank everybody that's hanging out with me. I appreciate that. All right. We are entering the backstage. Pause. No Diddy. I don't know why it wants to connect to my phone all the time when I do that. Audio. Air. Boom, boom, boom. All right. All right. All right. All right. I think we're ready. We got 2 minutes. Yeah, I ain't worried about that. Philly, I think Stowers having a previous quarterback experience is really underrated aspect of his game. That experience calling quarterback will help us. That's interesting. I didn't even remember that he played quarterback. But yeah, I think he was the second best tight end in the draft. So I thought the Eagles did good with him. I'm excited to see him develop. All right, Mr. International. Who's got to go? Who's got to go? Oh, yeah, Pickens doesn't even want to be there. They can't say anything about us. Anything. I hope we get 2027 first. They will suck next year. Yeah, I think New England takes a major step back, too. Major step back. All right, guys, so we are headed over there. Like I said, if you want to watch the interview, go to Jacob Media. Otherwise, if you just want to hang here, you're more than welcome to. But here we go. So they're talking. I'm in the backstage right now. They can see me. I can't see them. And we just waiting. Here we go. Somebody has just as much success as Howie. They all are better than everything we do. They're always better. Everybody's better than us in every way. Carlos, thank you for Super Chat. 500 C folks are trying to save face after Stoutland said, to be honest, I don't care. All I know is we get new blood in my quarterback is very motivated. Go Birds. 100% agreed. Agreed, Carlos. All right, here we go. You are, yeah. I will. Here we go. Pinky up always when you take a sip. Here we go. Why would you pay $60 million on Dak? He stinks. I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to say anything. Let's see how quick it takes to attack me. Let's see. How long before they gang up on me? Here we go. What's up, guys? Wonderful, wonderful. How are you? Told you, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Nobody was crying. That's the most ridiculous thing, and he knows it. He knows it because I talked to him the day after. He got over on so many people about that. Nobody was crying. It's that simple. And he shouldn't, and you shouldn't lie to everybody, Mark. Everybody knows that you cried. We saw it firsthand you crying. Do I have to prove it to you? I wasn't crying. Yeah, well. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Especially when I came to the realization that A.J. Brown's really going to go. So once you accept that, yeah, I like it. He was the best player on their board. So they were true to their board and a position that they happen to going to need. And for that reason, I do like it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure, but is that is that a surprise to us? Like we knew that was coming anyways. Pay babe. I do look pissed. Why? No, I'm not pissed. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to send Xander something. This guy is so full of shit. Let's talk about. Here's a guy so full of shit. Here's a guy that gets piss ass drunk because they trade a player. You got pissed, and your wife had to come turn off the camera. What kind of man has to have his wife turn off the camera because he's drop dead drunk? Because we traded Michael Parsons. You are so full of shit. You are such a liar, and you got away fooling all these people with this bullshit. And I could care less. All I know is the Eagles are going to whip Dallas's ass this year. And that's it. Mm-hmm. And then shut your mouth. Stop coming here talking about, oh, we got this, we got this, we got that. Shut up. You said crying 3 times. I wasn't crying for the 9th time. Yeah, somebody can plug your holes. Oh, I'm not mad. Mm-hmm. I liked it a lot. I mean, to me, they filled some needs that they had to fill. I like the tight end. I thought that was the second best tight end in the draft. You need a tight end for the future. I love the offensive lineman they drafted. I love that pick. I think they got 2 really good good offensive linemen that was well needed. So I like both those picks. I like the Lemon pick. I like the Eli Stowers pick. Yeah, I mean the only pick that I didn't really care that much about was the quarterback pick. Is kind of like, you need a developmental quarterback. They always like to have that, so I get it. But overall, I think the Eagles got better, and you can't talk about this draft without talking about the trade for Jonathan Greenard. That was a move that helps the Eagles, and they didn't pay him $30 million. That was my big thing. Is don't pay the guy $30 million, Oh, let's see. Oh, what's this? Shut up, Mark. Mute him. Mute it. Oh, we will. You want to see crying? Here comes crying. Watch this. Watch it. Watch. What's that? Watch. Well, look. He's crying. Crying bitch. Liar. And you're a liar. And you lied. And you lied. You could play it. You could play Philly 500 being emotional. Go ahead. Nobody was crying. Mark's just very gullible. Or I'm a great actor. I do look like Denzel Washington, though. So I am a good actor, you know. Crying. He was crying. That boy, there was tears. Nah, that was crybaby shit. And then the biggest crybaby shit is a pass out on your bathroom floor. Sorry, dude. During the live stream. Yeah. Oh man, I love the Lemon pick, and I really like the Markel Bell pick. I love the offensive lineman pick because I feel like that's what they needed the most. Yeah, play it. That's a nice smile right there. I can tell you what I'm thinking right now is I'm thinking, I can't believe this A.J. Brown thing is gone. That looks like a very handsome man right there. I'm thinking right there, A.J. Brown, I can't believe he's gone. He's gone. Crying? That's called an acting job, Mark. You know that, right? You think I'm that good of an actor? I must be. Well, yeah. And that was me. That was, I mean, look, I got slapped in the face with that because I was hoping somehow that AJ thing would, I had to wake the hell up, right? And all I could think about at that moment was, man, guy goes to 2 Super Bowls, 4 years, over 1,000 yards, wins a Super Bowl, and we're going to trade him. Like, that's crazy, you know? Oh, but let's talk about your receiver, because what goes around comes around. And your boy can't even play more than 1 year in Dallas. And he's already asking for a trade. He's already asking for a trade. Maybe you should send him to New England. Yeah, sure, he can't. We all know he wants out. You see that? You see that acting job, dude? Where's my Academy Award? Where's my Academy Award? I got Mark hook, line, and sinker. He bought that shit so fast. My man. Well, you know what? I'm going to say yeah. Because I think that, in all fairness, I think Devontae Smith should have been a captain on this roster last year, maybe the year before, and they gave it to A.J. Brown. They gave it to A.J. Brown out of appeasement. But really, in a lot of ways, Devontae Smith was more the guy than him. So from that standpoint, in the huddle, yeah, I think so. Well, no, you said in the huddle. Okay. All right, just make sure. You're asking Mark or me? Devontae Smith? No. Okay. Well, obviously they're not nearly as dynamic in terms of their passing game. So yeah, it would definitely hurt on that front for sure. There's no question about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would say 5. You know, I think Howie tends to do things years out and multiple situations. But I mean, I really thought that more of the wide receiver, bringing all those guys was more about trying to replace by production of A.J. Brown. Well, I don't think he liked what they did. I don't think he wanted to do some of the things they did, but I think he gave it his 1,000% effort. I don't think he ever half-assed it in any way. No, no, and it was said multiple times. I mean, how many times did he insinuate it? It's, I mean, we don't know yet, but from what we've heard from this point, from where we were a year ago, at 1,000%. I mean, just the way he spoke about Mannion compared to the way he spoke about Patullo is completely different, and that's really all we have to go on at this point. Top 12. There you go. How about that? I'll go right at it. I think it's going to be much better. I think you have competent coaching that doesn't give away the play calls beforehand, where the whole world knows what's going to be called. I think you're going to see more throws over the middle. I think we're going to use the running back in the passing game more. I think we're going to use the tight end and obviously the slot wide receiver. So, yeah, I mean, when you lose A.J. Brown, are you better like on paper? No. But I think that's why Howie got multiple guys to replace the numbers, like, in a group. So I think that's what we'll see. More balance. I think it takes a while. I think maybe, usually they don't play guys in preseason, so we're usually 4 weeks to even get to that point. So let's say by week 9, week 10, I think they start to get going. And Lamar's won multiple MVPs, by the way. He didn't answer your question. God forbid he's running. I think you should give him another 5-year extension. Let's just keep extending him, you know? Because the plan is to get Hurts an extension in 2027. It always was, always will be. It wasn't now. It was for 2027. I think the plan was to go into next off season all along. I think Howie, the way he operates, is he plans his stuff out years in advance, and I think he was planning all along that after the 2026 season, that's when they would look to extend him. Now, if you want to say that things come up and all of a sudden they've had a change of heart, well, that's a different story. But I think the plan. I remember when he signed that extension. I remember them talking about, when it came to 2027 would be around when he would get a new contract. So I just think it's the way it's been planned. Yeah, that's because nobody wants to trade a first round pick in 2027, Sills. That's supposed to be a deep draft. Well, I agree. I agree. Well, look, would you rather get a first round pick in 2028 or a second or third round pick in 27? I'd rather have the first round pick in 28 because I have ammo to move up and do something in 2027. But I think the problem is that the teams do not want to give way to that 2027 first round pick. It's supposed to be a crazy, ridiculous top end draft. And I think that's the problem. I don't think it's because they're trying to have picks to get a quarterback in 2028. You know, But Sills, would you want to give up? Would you take less then because you don't want to wait a year? No, no. I'd rather take a 1 in 28 because the chances are I can use that 1 in 28 to move up or do something with it if need be. I feel like that 2028, even though it's a 2028 first, you can use it in 2027 more so than you probably can use the second or third in 27. I get it. I get it. Me. Whoa. The guy was hurt last year. The guy couldn't even push off a block last year. The guy was played hurt all year. Stop trying. You're trying too hard. Robert Quinn was 36 years old. How old was he? I think it's a big difference. Keep wishing. I think he's going to get the extension in camp. Yeah. I think they want to see him come in and like I think they want to see how he comes in, if he comes in shape, how he looks. I do think he's going to get an extension this year. But if you're right, and he's not, then you can apply the same thing you just said about Jalen Hurts to Jalen Carter. Why on earth would you wait an extra year for Jalen Carter to extend him? So to me, I think he gets it in camp. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think that this is just to buy time. Yeah, I think he's getting an extension. You, I think it's a little different though with Pickens, and the reason I say that is because Pickens is only played 1 year in Dallas. All those other guys were drafted by those organizations. So one thing that we learn and see it kind of AJ. It's like when a guy comes over from another team, they almost it's just not the same. It's a mercenary attitude. So he's more likely to take a hardline stance against Dallas than any of those other guys. That's right. Or he could demand a trade. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. Yeah, it's crazy. Hmm. No, that's amazing. We ain't working. Believe me that those 3 words were never thought. Mark Holmes was right. It never happened. 4 words. No, nobody was crying, but I was thinking about AJ like during the pick. I wasn't thinking like a lot of people interpreted it as I didn't like Lemon. It had nothing to do with Lemon. It had everything to do with A.J. Brown, and that situation. No, but nobody was crying. Nobody's crying. No, I was more in shock. No, because I didn't think Lemon was a bad player. I hadn't even like done a lot of research on the receivers still. So that's because I really didn't think they would take one. So I had no problem with Lemon at all. And what I've seen of him, I like. I just didn't think that this AJ Brown thing really was like I was hoping it would somehow work out, and I got slapped in the face about it. Yeah, see. Yeah. Yeah. I bet. But you know what, Sills? After next year, when it's all said and done, we're gonna look back at that moment and was gonna say that was the Cowboys' greatest moment of the year. That draft pick, because the rest of it stinks. Dallas ain't shit, dude. Now, if the Eagles didn't give up a 21-point lead because of the prevent offense, we would have swept the Cowboys. I mean, you could say that about anything. Yeah, yet they can't repeat the division title one time. The guy can't win. Guy can't sniff a championship game. I've been laughing for 30 years, and it's going to continue. Ha ha ha. No. Well, we did unite against the Steelers apparently, so that that worked out pretty good. That was crazy. Thank you. Thank you. All right, go watch. Yeah, go. Yeah, go have a nice cry, Mark. Cry, baby. Go ahead. Oh, just watch your own. You tell your wife to pick you up off the floor. Bring a pillow in that bathroom next time so you can sleep. Peace. All right. There we go. There we go. He tried to come in hard with that crying crap, but we double walked that ass right back. I didn't even care that he starts crying, but when he tries to say and lie and say that he doesn't do that, I had to call him out on it. I had to send the video. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. What did I miss? Dim and Duck, thank you for the super chat. It's amazing how much Philly looks like Denzel. I know, right? And apparently I act like him too. I'm such a great actor. A bite of life, thank you for super chat. These knuckleheads really gonna even mention our jumping Steelers, and yet Vrabel out there wheel narrowing Rossini around the door shape. I know, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, that was interesting. Oh, stop your crying. Yeah, nobody was crying, dude. Nobody was crying. If you think that, you just bought into Mark Holmes' hook, line, and sinker. What up, David? How are you? Yeah, we went on. We just got off. Mike was looking for gold, not cheating. Mike is. I know. Thank you, Steve. We did. Definitely won. We did. Yeah, because Mark didn't expect me to pull out the receipts. You know what I'm saying? We pulled out the receipts. I didn't care he started crying, but when he said that he doesn't, oh no. I had to send the whatchamacallit. Clark, thank you for the super chat, my man. The Cowgirls never win again. 30 years. I know, right? Absolutely crazy. Micah Morris is going to be really good for us possibly to steal the draft. I like him a lot too. I like both the offensive linemen that the Eagles got, and you needed that. I feel like we needed depth at the offensive line, and we got it. You know, so I really liked it. Hold on, let me text my daughter here. There we go. Let's see. Thank you, Clark, for the super chat. Definitely 30 years. I agree, Micah Morris. I like him. Nick Saban said Malachi Lawrence was a reach at the second. Yeah, I heard that it was a hot mic moment, right? I thought it was definitely a reach. No question. Homer propaganda, no doubt about it, dude. Just brought the David Akers kid as a kicker. Yeah, we talked about that at the beginning of the stream here. He's coming in for I guess an invitation to the draft, to the rookie camp, which is like, I think like next week or something. Truth Speaks says, correction, Nick Saban said that, Malachi Lawrence, was a reach to Cowboys. That's right. Yeah, he didn't bring him up. Well, you don't want to speak about something good. I don't know where he went to. Where did he go to college? Let me see if I can tell by his jersey. Northwestern. He went to Northwestern. I don't think any current player on the roster was alive when Dallas was relevant. No, they weren't. They definitely weren't. 500, I know he's 3 inches shorter, but Lemon's playstyle and body movement reminds me of Larry Fitzgerald. That's an interesting name. I can see it in the way he runs. I kind of see it. To me, it was Steve Smith, but yeah, I could see that. There's a reason Fangio hug. What do you mean? Yeah, let's go Flyers, baby, tonight. How soon do you think Bernard will be meaningful? Well, I mean, he'll probably play in preseason, like at some point. I don't even think he'll play probably the first week or two of preseason. I'd say probably gotta wait 2 years. I say 2 years, 3 years. So they might do it. Well, we'll see. I mean, they always struggle with Boston, but that yesterday was big, man. So we got a chance. I hope. You know, if they can play like they played yesterday, you ain't kidding. They will get it done. No question about it. Yeah, go Flyers. Got to win tonight. Like, if the Flyers don't win tonight, it's over. Like, I don't think they're going to win Game 7. I think they got to win this thing tonight. And, you know, the only thing I worry about with the Flyers is a young team, doesn't know how to close somebody out, and they got to be careful tonight. Yeah, another kicker. We need competition. There's no question about it. But anyways, guys, I am gonna end this. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Anybody that stayed in here, I appreciate that. I gotta pick my daughter up from school, so for homes I had to make 1,001 Pickens videos. I know, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Hung me out, Denver Super Chat. Philly, since you are Denzel, when it equalized before, we're in contract talks right now, so we'll see. We're in contract talks right now. Buddy Life says, sorry, it was a typo. I meant there's a reason Fangio really wanted Greenard. He could be a menace if healthy. I think so too, and I think that it just shows you what they think of Hurt, you know, the defensive line coach, because Clint Hurt is going to be the guy that's going to develop him. So I'm very excited about that. Flyers need to stop playing with their food. Yeah, right. Yeah, true. If they don't win tonight, yeah, I mean, if they get in a situation where they give up a 3-game lead, yeah, I feel like they got to close it out tonight, man. I do. I feel like they have to close it out tonight. And I think this is a team. I think the Flyers, I think they have decent lines and stuff, but they need top end guys, man. Like they need some firepower. Like if they drop down the lead, if they lose the lead, I get worried. But that one goal in the last game was ridiculous, dude. That go-ahead goal was such a fluke goal. I just hope that Nick doesn't get dirty hands on the offensive playbook. Yeah, me either. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, guys, I want to thank everybody. I am going to end this. I got to go pick my daughter up from school. I hope you guys have a great day. We will be back with at least a video tomorrow. And we'll see what else. We'll figure out. Mark will probably make. What's the over/under on games of videos about me today? I'll say over/under at least 2 videos. I'm gonna be in at least 2 of his videos today. One of them will be specifically him confronting me about crying, thinking he won the battle, which he didn't. You notice that when they played the video, he tried to talk over the sound, so people couldn't hear him going, because he was gasping for air with his cry. So it is what it is. Billy says, you're king dingbat. Love your vids. Thank you, my man. Shout out to you, Bob, Billy Bob Whiskey. Yeah, over. Definitely over. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. And you want to see crying again? Just watch this. This is real crying. And he can't talk over this.
Come on, guys. 2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time. Come on. Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott! Trying to feed him.
Trying to feed
the C-Lamb. Trying to feed the C-Lamb. You tried to feed the C-Lamb. You got to give it to C-Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking it. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.